Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing the worst sports bettor in the history of the world. This is not an exaggeration. I'm going to give you two examples showing you why. But last night, watching the NCAA tournament, watching the Duke game, okay. You know, that game goes back and forth a little bit. It was within 3 points with just a couple of minutes left. Got a little bit dicey, but you kind of knew Duke was going to pull it out. Cooper Flagg was just too much, too late. You know, he just gets into ISO and makes things happen. The size, the poise, the confidence. You kind of knew he was going to control the end of the game and lead Duke to victory. That's exactly what happened. Okay. But here's the thing. I had been watching Arkansas since the beginning of the tournament. Okay. Coach Calipari stepped down from Kentucky last year. And Arkansas was an underdog in every matchup that they had coming into this tournament. Okay. Coach Calipari seemed like he was on a revenge tour to prove to everybody, you know, it wasn't just Kentucky. It wasn't just having all the top 5 NBA recruits, high school recruits or whatever, the top 5 players in the country coming to my team. I'm actually a great coach, and I can also take Arkansas to the Final Four. Okay? So he already has that going for him. Okay? Then I watched Arkansas upset Kansas. Okay. Then I watch Arkansas upset St. John's, who was a favorite to go to the Final Four. Okay. Then I'm watching the Duke game and I'm looking at the Arkansas score over Texas Tech, another team ranked higher than them, and they were leading the game by 13 points. So Duke wins. I'm looking at my phone. I see that they're leading this game by 13 points. They've upset Kansas. They've upset St. John's. They're upsetting Texas Tech. They're up by 13 points with 4 minutes left. And I say, what are the odds? What's the payout on Arkansas winning the national title? Because the run that they've been on, I was like, you know, it's seeming like it's possible. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. I'm not even saying they were a favorite, but it's seeming like it could happen. What are the odds on Arkansas winning a championship? So I look it up and I see the odds and I say, what happens if I put $100 on Arkansas? $7,000 payout. Okay. And I say, wow. I really believe this team has a shot to go all the way. $7,000 payout if I put $100 on it right now. So I do it. Okay, now here's the thing. I placed that bet when Arkansas was up by 13 points with 4 minutes left in the game. The second I hit that place bet button, Texas Tech went on a 14-3 run, pulled off the second largest comeback in Sweet 16 history, sent the game to overtime on 3 contested three-pointers in a fucking row. I mean, these shots that they were making were not realistic. These are shots that if it happened to you on 2K, you would turn it off, break the damn game in half, and never buy another 2K game again. Contested, smothered, full red bar. Goes in. Another one from the other corner. Contested, full red bar. Goes in. Final seconds to tie the game to send it to overtime. Another contested one. Full red bar. You guessed it. Goes in, ties the game, sends it to overtime. And Kansas loses and Arkansas loses in overtime. They were up by 13 points. with 4 minutes to go. They had upset Kansas. They had upset St. John's. They were upsetting Texas Tech. And the second I hit that place bet button, they gave up a 14-3 run. And Texas Tech pulled off the second largest comeback in Sweet 16 history. Absolutely unbelievable. Now, let me take you back for a second. Just to remind you, give you another example, but just to remind you of how bad of a sports bettor I am. There was a 76ers versus Houston Rockets game. Okay. And Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain were playing in this game. And Jared McCain had been on a legendary run up until this game. He was actually averaging 27 points per game on 51% from the field, shooting 48% from three. The first quarter of this Rockets game, Tyrese Maxey was struggling. Jared McCain had 13 points in the first quarter. I said to myself, this kid's been dropping 30-point games left and right. The Rockets are clearly focused on Tyrese Maxey. Jared McCain's getting shots off wherever he wants them. He has 13 points in the first quarter. He's been cooking his first 5 starts of the season. 27 points per game, 51% from the field, 48% from three. So I say, what are the odds Jared McCain drops 30 in this game? So I place a live bet on Jared McCain to score 30 in that game where he already had 13 points in the first quarter and was on fire. And let me tell you something. After I placed that bet, Jared McCain, several games afterwards, was scoring 11 points per game, 9 for 26 from the field, and was 0 for 10 from three over, I believe, the next 3 games. He was cooked 27 points per game, 51% from the field, 48% from three in 5 starts. I place a live bet for him to drop 30 in a game that he already had 13 in the first quarter. And over the next 3 games, he scores 11 on 9 for 26 and didn't make a fucking 3-pointer at all. He was 0 for 10. And then he tore his meniscus. Absolutely unbelievable. I should be banned from sports betting forever. I ruined Arkansas's run last night after I already ruined Jared McCain's rookie season. I should be banned from sports betting forever. Unreal. Now, on a lighter note, I've had my takes on the Lakers lately. And for those of you in the comments that are like, oh, the Sixers are so bad, now you got to pivot and start talking about, yeah, it's called business, dummy. Nobody wants to talk about the Sixers right now. So, yeah, I am talking about other things. And guess what? It's working. Joke's on you. Anyway, I have my opinion on the Lakers and how Lakers fans, for some reason, think this team can make a run. And you know they can't. You know it's towards the end of LeBron James' career. That's why he's battling with Stephen A. Smith on TV, because he wants to be the next big, probably sports talk personality. Last night, the Los Angeles Lakers were up with a couple seconds left in the fourth. The Chicago Bulls get a bucket. Lakers turn the ball over on an inbound. Kobe White hits a 3. The Lakers come back to put the Bulls up 1. Lakers come back down. Austin Reeves gets a bucket with 6 seconds left. The Bulls inbound the ball, no timeouts. Josh Giddey from half court to win it. An epic collapse by the Los Angeles Lakers. Devastation, JJ Redick says. It's a hell of a way to lose a basketball game. The Lakers led by 13 midway through the fourth quarter and appeared to be in good shape, up 115 to 110, only to lose for the 8th time in 12 games. They have a day to shake it off. We put ourselves in a position to win, gave up a lot of threes in the fourth quarter, still put ourselves in a position to win. Horrible turnover by myself, miscommunication in the play before that. Yeah, horrible turnover by myself. That's true. Miscommunication the play before that. This was where LeBron James helped off and left the shooter wide open in the corner. The Bulls made 11 of 14 three-pointers in the fourth. They nailed 3 in the final 10 seconds. Starting with, that's the one, Patrick Williams in the corner. That's the one where LeBron helped off and left Patrick Williams wide open. He called it a miscommunication. Maybe he thought there was help side defense coming. Giddey then stole a pass from James and fed Kobe White for 3 to put the Bulls up with 6 seconds left. Reeves hits the layup. Josh Giddey from half court at the buzzer. Bang. Now, does that mean, the Lakers are going to do that all the time? No. But I'm just using it as a small scale example to let you know that no. Yeah. They need to build around Luka Doncic for the future. This team is not winning a playoff series. I don't think the Bulls are winning a playoff series. I am, though, going to I'm going to do something. I'm going to put a bet on it. I shouldn't. No. I don't think I should. I should be banned from sports betting forever. All right, I'm not going to put a bet on anybody, but I am going to choose an Eastern Conference team to make it to the NBA Finals, and I'm going to choose a Western Conference team to make it to the NBA Finals, and I'm going to root for those two teams for the rest of the NBA playoffs. For content, seriously, I can't talk about the Sixers. It's boring. It sucks. I don't want to talk about it. You don't want to hear about it. I'm going to root for an Eastern Conference team and a Western Conference team, and that's going to be the content for the rest of the NBA season. Yeah. Phillies won opening day. I had made a tweet when they were down 1-0, and they had a one. Who's the other team? Not the Texas Rangers. Anyway, the other team's pitcher had a one-hit shutout going, and I had a tweet that said, the Phillies are cooked. Hang it up. See you next year. Just as a joke, they pulled the starting pitcher in the 7th inning. The second pitch by the new pitcher, Bryce Harper, sent 415 feet to put the Phillies on the board. Kyle Schwarber, a couple batters later, hit a bomb. And the Phillies took it to the 10th inning, scored 4 runs in the top of the 10th inning, clutch RBI double from Alex Bohm, and the Phillies win. So the Philadelphia Phillies are undefeated